Hi, I'm Zenzi. That is my chosen nickname, short from the Zulu, Zenzile Londolozi. You are responsible for what you've become, the protector of all living beings. This is a real hashtag Chappelle challenge, so we're going to get the sponsors done right up front. Dukes! This is swell meat, yo! 100%. No, my people of the potato, kettle chips are a must sponsorship, please. And, oh yes. The ginger ale people. I'd like some artisanal ginger ale sponsorships, please. But this commercial, about the only thing in the shelf-stable commercial landscape that I'm down with. Alright, yo. I've been reading the best book ever. This is my physics soulmate. I got a couple of them. Let's be perfectly clear. First one. Can I get it? I pick up. Sorry. Stefan Alexander. Love of a Black Universe. An Outlier's Guide to the Future of the Philosophy of Physics. Yo, sorted the hard problem of consciousness into an easy pivot. Once you got a foundation for consciousness, what you have to do, especially if you're the She Einstein of consciousness, is go back in the history of Western thought, and even back to the fact that we're all African ancestrally, so not the parts that poisoned by whiteness, but all of human history. And you say to yourself, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense when you know what consciousness is? A lot of the world that we live in does not make sense when you know what consciousness is. The harm we are doing to ourselves. Look at y'all. It's 2023. Chaos. Totalitarianism is sociopathic tendencies. Atmospheric rivers. They just had made up a term for what's happening to California. Atmospheric rivers. It's all brand new. It's all delightful. I'm telling you though, you get in the flow, right? Did you even notice? We needed an absolute new term to describe when it rains in California. Hey, you can hear my collaborator. Yo, look, here's the full homelessness. Yo, there's the Pacific. Might as well show you here. We got the biography of Shirley Chisholm. Oh, from my friend here locally. Let's do this promotion. Let me bring the. Hi, y'all. The Art of Living in Joy, my friend Araya. Right here at the Center for Spiritual Awakening. Look, I'm an atheist. Let's not get this twisted. I've been since 15. I did that logic right the first time, I guarantee you. Earlier, a few months ago, you can get it, I had the Dalai Lama, The Whole Universe in an Atom book. I'm really, all humanity. All 7.9 billion of us across that. That's Zanzi, my beautiful puppy. This is a hashtag Chappelle challenge. More of just a showing DC how I get this done. It just happens. I practice, as long as I keep practicing with the herb of the word, I can, in my Socratic dialogues, with Dave Chappelle, guarantee, we can make an absolutely undeniably significant change in the world. Hashtag how to demolish racism by 2030. Oh, my favorite book. I got two of them for you. Just a great one. I'm enjoying Spooky Action at a Distance, really getting the whole history of non-locality. And it just wasn't just great as it is. And I mean, this book almost killed me because it made me laugh out loud about Michael Faraday not being good at math and how that was great for humanity. It's not that I'm not good at math. It's that I'm so good at thinking about math that, as Nietzsche said, God is dead. And the professor of my philosophy teacher at Carnegie Mellon, the Columbian professor, Arthur Danto, in his book, The Transfiguration of the Commonplace, he stated that art is dead. It's a philosophical concept. Nietzsche, God is dead, art is dead, that basically says we hit a point in history, well, in the parlance of the 70s, we go jumping sharks. Like, things just got so complete in our little limited linear minds. Not my hashtag neurocomplex mind. This thing keep going and going and going. Energizer giraffe. I spent my first 50 years as a polar bear in a morbidly obese body. I was 333 pounds when I turned 50. Because I'm reading a book on non-locality and I want to know it inside out. I go to the memoir of the man himself, John Archibald Wheeler. What a titleful book over here. Geons, Black Holes, and Quantum Foam. A Life in Physics. Anyway, I've been fond of Wheeler for a while now, and I sort of hadn't got it, but I was reading Richard Feynman, and I'm at the place here in 160, page 165, 100 to 170 or so, where he talks about Wheeler was the teacher. He was talking about David Carrier, my philosophy aesthetics teacher, who brought in Arthur Danto and the end of art. Art is dead. The basis, why? Who killed art? Andy Warhol, my Carnegie Mellon co-alum. First artist in the U.S. to have their own solo museum. First female philosopher have her own museum. Somebody holler, if I can find the right Renaissance matrons, I could beat Elon Musk to $1 trillion. He done bought Twitter, got pissed at the Super Bowl that Biden's tweets. You know, I'm over here in quantum reality. I'd be naming things whatever I want. The engineering team, they better figure out how to make the algorithm get himself more numbers on his tweets. Yo, I got a bolt on. Just keep a real simple tally of who gets the most tweets that hour. And always give Elon 666% more. Just multiply whatever numbers you got by 666. This a bit. That's a funny bit. You see what I'm saying? There's some twistedness going on there. Man grew up in apartheid South Africa, yo. The conversations around his dinner table with his dad, who owned an emerald mine. not to see something or other of it, not a directive. Own the emerald mine. The concept of slavery and apartheid were baked into the conversations he heard as a child. When that man gets stressed, those are the thoughts that he's not conscious of that are driving his behavior. We gotta put this stuff we know about psychology into action. Good thing it turns out I'm the large redhead girl who's grown up to give Sigmund Freud vagina envy. I know more about the subconscious than that man could have interpreted to dream about. This is a brain that operates very near the speed of light. I'm telling you. When it has to come back down to the speed of sound and chat with y'all, it doesn't come out as well. So I can't remember where I was at. I mean, I got my John Wheeler here. Oh, yeah. See? And you think you don't know, and then just ask yourself, and you tell yourself. I got my little quote here. So I was sitting on Millionaire Row in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. November, freezing cold, 2021. And the lady called a cop because she didn't want to look at me. Then she came out and took a little walk with me and brought her dog and Zanzi. And she said, like, quite literally, a dozen people. Oh, I can introduce you to this person, to this, everything. She was feeling me. She, you know, instead she would help me meet people in Pittsburgh. I said, I'm just parked here because it's really, literally the closest place I could park. With the 2 hours, so I could walk to campus and walk back because I'm trying to pitch professors. I've been barred from campus from the parking lady. So I get the Pittsburgh police called on me. Come on! The behavior of our species is just preposterous. It's just preposterous how we've worked ourselves up into tizzies for plantation capitalism. And here's how we fix that. And show you that being in love with your life, full on pleasure, going for every bit of pleasure you want, your kettle chips, your ginger ale, your Dukes. This is swell meat. Yo, I don't want to be without this stuff. Especially when you can be a sponsor for Landalosi, the movie. I'm going to need some convenient protein for when I'm going to go to South Africa and Botswana and film a movie sorting the whole motherfucking racism out by 2030. The movie is about demonstrating racial harmony. You know, go around telling people what things we need to show. We're a species that has absolutely almost invisible demonstrations of racial harmony. So it just keeps being fucked up evil. That lost forever. I mean, maybe we could change a little bit, tiny bit. We want to fix all this. Establish that racism is ignorant. It's scientifically invalid. These are ways in which people can't get jobs serving other people if they don't have a good definition of humanness. That doesn't exclude the global majority. This how you figure out whether somebody gets a job. Stop asking me whether I can type. Stop asking me whether I know Excel. Stop telling me what to do for 40 hours a week. I watch the brilliance I can create by myself with the right resources, with the right platform. Solve all this for y'all. The thinking level, the getting us back to focusing on this is what we need to think about. Our species is set to extinct in approximately 30 years. It's a philosophical method of setting out a hypothesis that's really important to get your attention to. And just by me thinking about it, a few of us thinking about it, then even more of us thinking about it, and it's having it in our mind, if not literally in the minute notes, when we're making urgent decisions on things that we have very little data about. Very small incremental changes in the daily thought processes of all humans is what fixes climate change, the ever-escalating burdens of chronic disease and mental illness, and the dehumanization of plantation capitalism. All of it, all of it. Everything is so intertwined, y'all. Everything is so, we've moved past so much, we've implemented so many systems that have frozen human behavior and not let it evolve for the greatest global good, but into just dysfunction. These systems, economic system primarily, which is bought and sold governments, which is education, corporate, are all dependent on it. The economic system we must fix. It means everything about our thinking has to change. This is why I power myself with all the appropriate calories. Endocannabinoid system is good for your consciousness. An optimized endocannabinoid system is good for your consciousness. And when your endocannabinoid system is optimized, when you are in homeodynamic, vibrantly alive balance, hey yo, you make decisions that help other people. You see harm, you just don't want any harm. How do I do this, make this better for as many people as possible? And then when you're a thinker, you start replicating that out. Where's the theory here? How do we do this? How we save our species from self-extincting is bringing each of us our own selves all the pleasure the plantation capitalism has denied us. Because it wants us not thinking robotic assembly line widgets. We're all labor. Yes, we literally outlawed physical enslavement, supposedly. I mean, what's cubicle captivity? But the mindset that you're born and that you must go to the plantation, go to the steel mill of plantation capitalism every day. That's your focus. You got to not take care of your family. You got to not think for yourself. You got to not honor your body is this living organism with very dynamic needs. It's just the men, the PSPB, the Pale Skin Penis Brigade, they call the dynamicism of life homeostatic. Homeostasis. It's like they can't, it's so linear when you are so phallocentric. Cause and effect. You're just certain about these things, but you're making up like 89% of the certainty. If I come talk to you about your certainty, you will have none. And this is where we got to get. Because anyone comes up with big ideas on climate change. Can't afford that. What? This is every great improvement in humanity right now. Somebody's going, that costs too much. I'm going to go with this shore money that I'm certain, although I'm repressing, is actually doing a great deal of harm. But I'm going to get some money tomorrow, next 90 days. Yes, I might have just lost 9 years of my life. But show me today's money. This is a wrong mindset. You know, so here's the thesis, antithesis, synthesis. We can't fix anything because we're living in a world of stuff-centric thinking. We keep ratcheting up the dial on the bare minimum of money for anything. Tighter and tighter and tighter, more and more and more profit. The money-centric thinking is literally the cause of all of our chronic lifestyle diseases, which when you Google, 90% of what's killing us is stress from an economic system that's inhumane, that we could easily change. And I'm telling you, if you give me, you got to pay me $3 million for this. $9 million for this. This is $3 million each. To sit down with Bezos and Musk and, you know, whoever I'm throwing anyone, whoever. Really still out there churning away at their empires. They need life-centric thinking, and they will want it. I just need the help getting the 6 degrees of separation. Trust me, they're there. They've got all this inchoate certainty. And yet they dwell in this uncertainty really well. But they don't know how they're doing it. So I know what's going on. And I know where... And it's this right here, right now. This Bennett Jordan, I'm mindful of your attention in the way they are not mindful of yours. I'm going to set you off. Harmony.